Well, if you guys missed it, we recently lifted up my TRD Pro Tundra with newer tires. And with doing that, my wife, who's only 5'1", could not really get into this truck comfortably. So we got some goodies from RealTruck. Let me show you them. So I'll leave a link for all these in the description, guys, but RealTruck hooked us up with some electronic running boards. So I told you guys I was gonna go a little bit bougie on this truck. So we got some GoRhino electronic running boards with the lights on them. I do need to adjust this side just a tad, and now that I just noticed them on the truck. I had electronic running boards on my Platinum. That was the best thing ever. And I knew lifting this Tundra up that I wanted to have them on here as well. So these GoRhino ones, not the easiest to wire up. They were super easy to install though, but the wiring portion of it was just a little bit frustrating, but I was able to get it done. The lights, super easy. I like that it has a nice kind of texturized material on it too, which is cool. One kind of gripe I have is if you are shutting this door, they go up pretty quick. So like you want to shut it and grab the back door, they already went up. So that's not that big of a deal if you know that you're gonna go into the back of your truck. Maybe just open that door first, but super nice that now we have some running boards on this Tundra, and it's easy now for my wife to get up in it. But as for the wiring, you guys can totally take this to a shop, have them install it yourselves. But if you are gonna DIY it inside your own house, just know that the B pillar on both the driver's side and the passenger side have to get taken off, even though the instructions only say driver's side. And it says to wire all the harnesses over to the passenger side and then back over to the driver's side, yet the main hub of this harness is over here on the driver's side. So it just doesn't make sense with it. But let's take a look at this tonneau cover, because I had a Paragon bed cover on my last truck. And while I did like it, it was kind of annoying to put stuff into the bed of the truck because it would fold into itself. So if you had like some big boxes and stuff, you couldn't really put them up front because of the bed cover, it would go in on itself. Another thing too is I lost my bed rails in the Tundra, which this one actually you do not. So what's pretty cool about this is that it's a roller one and you get to retain the OEM bed rails. So what it does is you take these guys off, you add on the little mounts for the tonneau cover, and then you're able to put these rails back on, which is pretty sweet. And with doing that, I noticed that when Toyota bed sprayed my truck, they didn't really do it all the way. But climb up into the truck. We do not have a bed step. It would be nice to have a bed step on this. But you are able to take this off if you really want to. The top of it, it's just on with some Neuro knobs. However though, you can roll it all the way up to get close to the bed of the truck, and we're really only probably losing maybe like 2-3 inches right here. So that is able to strap on up right here, straps over the back, and then you're able to hold that into place, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, the main thing that I like is the fact that we still get the rails still, because the Paragon one, you weren't able to retain your bed rails, and they are still pretty solid to the truck too. And then it's super easy. You just roll it back, latch it back into place, take the tailgate, flip it on back up. Now, what I like about this is it does keep your stuff dry while you're road tripping or something like that. We will test it out with water in a second. And with this too, is it keeps the quote unquote honest criminals out, right? You can 100% get through this probably with a knife. It is nice and hard, but if a criminal really wants to get to your stuff, man, they'll get to it. So let's go ahead and test it out with some water. We'll do it on shower, just like to simulate some rain. You can kind of see that piled up on top quite a bit, but let's go ahead, see where we're at. Not really a drop. We got some coming from right up here, but at least along the sides and up front, I actually don't see anything. So super rad to have these. Huge thanks to RealTruck for sending them out. I did everything, installed it all myself. I didn't really record the install because RealTruck has a pretty good install for that for the 3rd gen Tundra. So I just referenced that for the 2nd gen Tundra. And then GoRhino with the steps, they have a decent video, but again, the wiring of it was a little bit frustrating. However, these things work, man, and they are so stinking cool. And you know, you can have them down, you flip a switch if you don't want them to come down anymore too. And they work like this with this little magnet right here. So that plugs into there, and then just a little magnet right here on the door for the sensor. So pretty freaking sweet to just have that to kind of retrofit it to the Tundra, and you know, just keep making this thing a little bit more modern for how old school she is. But guys, I appreciate you all watching, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.